Hey everybody, what's up? Just a precursor to this video. If it sucks, you have nobody to blame but Greco Fabulous. Okay, so in my last couple haul videos, you may have noticed, if you watched, which you probably didn't, that I've been picking up music biographies lately, all due to Nate gifting me one a few weeks ago. I was talking on Twitter, maybe not talking, yeah, you know how you Twitterize, and a friend of mine, Brian, mentioned something. I can't remember how the whole conversation went down, but in the end, I talked about doing this video. So thank you, Nate. Thank you, Brian. And thanks, Greco Fabulous. So to start with the book that started this all off, Nate gave me this, Die Young With Me by Rob Rufus, who is the drummer for the band Blacklist Royals. Really enjoyed this book, and it kind of led to me purchasing a bunch of musical biographies, which I'll show you. These are the ones that I have not read yet. Torment Saint by William Todd Schultz, biography on Elliott Smith, who I'm a gigantic fan of. Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. I believe it's written by Bruce Springsteen. There's no other name on this book. Excited about that one. And then these other ones, they're ones I bought recently, but just now noticed something. Seven Deadly Sins by Corey Taylor. These are British. There's £7.99 price on them. They were published in different British places. Like this one was printed and bound by CPI Group in Croydon. So that's pretty neat. Strange Fascination. Bowie, The Definitive Story by David Buckley. I wonder if this was published in Croydon as well. Printed and bound in Great Britain by Clays Limited. We have I'm Your Man, The Life of Leonard Cohen by Sylvie Simmons. This one was £12.99. Also Clays Limited in Great Britain. And Unknown Pleasures, Joy Division story, Inside Joy Division by Peter Hook. This was £9.99. Printed and bound in Croydon. Okay, so those are ones I haven't read yet, purchased, but this is like a whole, like, I guess, collection video of my musical books. I would say all biographies, but they're not all biographies. Such as Solipsist by Henry Rollins. This is just kind of a collection of thoughts and poetry. Big fan of Henry Rollins. Really big fan of Henry Rollins. This is the only book by him I have. There are others that I want to pick up. I don't see them often at all. And then we have The Lizard King, The Essential Jim Morrison. This is just a book of his poetry. I bought this a long time ago. Excuse me, dang. Kind of a poetic biography, I guess. Kind of. I read it a long time ago. It's been a while since I read it. Next, CBGB. This is just kind of a big truck going by the house. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's huge and it's loud. Just like a photo book of bands that played at CBGB over the years. Really cool. I like it a lot. I think my friend Nick bought that for me. And then we have Hamilton, The Revolution. This is just kind of an explanation and lyric book of the famed Broadway musical. My sister got me that one. Then we have Elliott Smith by Autumn de Wilde. This is also just a big picture book, plus some interviews she gave in regards to the photos she took and Elliott Smith. Big Elliott Smith fan, like I said. Then we have Kurt Cobain journals. These are just printed replicas of his actual journals, all handwritten. Very, very cool. No One Here Gets Out Alive. This is by Jerry Hopkins and Danny Sugarman. Oh, God. Biography of Jim Morrison here. You'll see him in a few more books, I think, as well. No, maybe not. You'll see him in one more. And then we have... This is just like a explanation of a book of a record, kind of talking about the record XO by Elliott Smith. Just kind of like an insight kind of book. It's real tiny, but it goes song by song and talks about each song. Anyway, Heavier Than Heaven. Biography of Kurt Cobain by Charles R. Cross. This is probably my favorite Kurt Cobain biography. I've read a few, probably like 5 or 6. This is my favorite one, and that's why I've kept it. I've read a couple other books. I've owned a couple other biographies. I know I owned the Dave Mustaine autobiography. The Nikki Sixx Heroin Diaries. Trying to think of some other ones that I had that I don't own anymore. Oh, the John Densmore biography. John Densmore was the drummer for the Doors. Also the Robbie Krieger biography. Wait, was there one? I feel like everybody from that band did a biography, and now I don't remember Robbie Krieger having one, but I know I had the John Densmore one, and I sold it. Anyway, Elliott Smith and The Big Nothing by Benjamin Nugent. Pretty good. Trying to think I think it was just pretty good. I don't know that there was a whole lot of insight. I'm trying to remember now. Been a long time since I read this, but I think I liked it. It gets me excited to read this one. Anyway, The Many Faces of Tom Waits by Patrick Humphreys. I'm a big Tom Waits fan. I own this one still, as well as another one you'll see in a minute. I think the other one was my favorite of the two, but any book about Tom Waits is a book of mine. God damn. Come As You Are, The Story of Nirvana, Michael Azerrad. Good book. I've read it a few times. Actually, you can see a few pages that I've marked off that I've liked lines out of. Good book. I'm going to save this one for last because it's actually my favorite. Next, Low Side of the Road, A Life of Tom Waits. Tom Waits. Wow. Something's going on today. Barney Hoskins wrote this. Good stuff. Tom Waits. John Lennon by Philip Norman. God, I'm off it today. Big John Lennon fan, big Beatles fan. I know I've read a few other John Lennon and I think a Paul McCartney biography as well. This one I kept. It is a beast, by the way. Look at how thick that thing is. It's gigantic. Good stuff. And then the last two are probably like my favorite two. Light My Fire, The Doors by Ray Manzarek. He's the keyboardist of the band The Doors. I just really loved his insight as far as the years with Jim and his backstory as well. Really good book if you get the chance to read it. And my absolute favorite, this is Things the Grandchildren Should Know by Mark Oliver Everett. Mark Oliver Everett being the brains behind the band The Eels, singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, just an incredible musician, in my opinion. The thing I like about this book is it kind of focuses more on his personal life than it does the music, which is another reason why I really liked that book, Die Young With Me, that Nate gave me. It focuses more on just life, you know, real things that happened, as opposed to, we played this gig in LA and got drunk and blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's cool too, because I'll never live out that fantasy. But I really like the real life stuff. Like Mark Oliver Everett never really knew his father because his father was very... he kept to himself, but his father was an incredible scientist, and I forget what there was some like big thing he discovered as far as like being a physicist, I believe. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I read this. I've read it like 5 times though, and it's always in one sitting. I just have to be ready to delve deep. But this book is fantastic. I really, really enjoy it. And if you should read it too. You should. It's really good. That's all I have right now. Like I said, I've sold a few over the years. There's still more that I want to pick up for sure. I just have to find them. And then also have to have the money to purchase them. Anyway, I don't know. You probably won't enjoy this video. I don't know that I really enjoyed making it, but it's there. Ta-da!